Hey, what's up, North47 here, and welcome along to the Golf Club 2019 for the next course in the Course Challenge series. Just before we get underway today, I have made just a couple of slight little changes to the way it's going to play out, and we'll just go into the settings real quick and I shall show you. So if we go gameplay, everything in here is pretty much the same. So green grid is still going to be on just for time saving factor, reading the greens. Light grid still off, measurement mode still on, range. Shot suggestion off, wind speed is off, putting marker still on. Never have shot preview on anyway. In cameras, we have the scout camera still turned off, approach and putting cameras are still on, flyover camera off. We now have the follow camera on. I thought it'd be a little bit better to put the follow camera on just to try and hopefully make the videos a little bit better, just so you're not constantly watching me take a swing and then it's just looking at the golfer until the ball hits the ground. Excuse me. At the end of the day, if the ball is going to be in the fairway off the tee or on the green, if it's a par 3 or on the approach shots, it's going to be on the green or fairway, whichever it is, regardless of whether we follow the ball or not. So I'm not going to press any of the D-pad buttons, just whatever camera the game decides to auto load for watching the flyby of the ball is what we get. So if it's the chase cam or one of the TV broadcast style cameras, whichever it may be, this is all still the same as normal. And then display and HUD, we have obviously all this is still on, but you will notice shot feedback is now going to show distance only. I feel that'll give me just a little bit more of a challenge, a little bit more uncertainty as to how I've swung. We'll have to kind of just judge whether or not I hit it slow or just pushed it a bit, or if I hit it fast. Well, we'll know if I hit it fast by it going a little bit long or if I just pulled it. But just as I say, just that added a little bit of uncertainty. So that's pretty much all the changes that we have. So we'll back on out. And today we're going to go and play Royal Porthcawl. So I will be back in just a second after I go and search that. Okay, so here we are. I finally found the course. It actually took me a minute to find the course. For some reason, I don't know why, I was putting it in properly as Royal Porthcawl, but the game was apparently detecting their profanity filter was detecting something. I don't know what it was, so I had to rearrange the search terms and cut out half the word. I don't know if I'm just looking at it wrong, but I don't know where the profanity is either way. But this course has been designed and recreated by Stowey. I hope I pronounced your name right. I actually don't believe I've played the course before. I may well have done. But as per usual, everything is going to be left at default, so fairways and greens are going to be firm, green speed is fast, and wind speed and direction both at default as well. We are going to be playing off the green tees, which are 7,163 yards, and for this video we'll keep it on pin set 1. So I'll be back again in just a second as we hit the first tee. Okay, so here we are down the first tee at the Royal Porthcawl, and let's see how this goes. Wind doesn't look too bad for default. I may actually have to start changing the winds because I'm noticing that I do know that obviously the default winds in game do. Oh, there I am, right down at the bottom left of the screen. They do update every set amount of time. So I mean, if I was to play this later on today, it could be stronger winds. But just the times that I tend to play, that doesn't look like too bad of a tee shot. Giving us the chase cam for the first tee shot. But yeah, it just seems whenever I'm playing that, it just seems to be sort of relatively calm winds. They're nothing too major. So I may have to just, if it keeps up, I may just have to start changing it. Maybe just randomize it. Maybe the next one do medium winds or something like that. But anyway, we have got 65 to 70 yards in, down 3 feet. So it's going to be a pitch shot. Regardless, if it's 65 minimum. No, we're on pitch shot there. I think I'll just play a sand wedge. I'd actually say we're probably closer to 70, if not a little bit more, but that 59-yard marker there in front. So maybe a tiny touch of D-loft. The greens are firm and fast. Chase cam again. Now if that can sit down fairly quick, that's a great approach in. Coming in kind of cold to this round. I just have the opportunity just to record here now early in the day. Normally it is at somewhere around about 8 or 9 p.m. in the evenings when I record, but it's just after 2 p.m. now. I got the opportunity just to record, so thought I'd get on, get it done, and have it ready to upload then for you guys. So it looks like it's going to be pretty much a straightaway drive again, just a little bit right. Oh, now that felt slow. Oh no, it's coming around. Just felt a little bit slow, but I might have just been bordering into the perfect downswing range. And so an unfortunate bit of development as well. I'm sure you're all aware anyway at the current situation with the course we shall not name. All versions and different variety names of it being removed from the game or censored and filtered out. Obviously, if you do have them in your played or favorited sections, you can play them still. What have we got here? 130 to 140. We'll say 140. Actually, hold on. I'll say 135. Call it 136. I will give this some. I'll give that about half on the loft. I was on a bit of an upslope. But yeah, I am recording this on a Friday, so just a couple of days after the third and final part of the gameplay comparison series went up. But apparently now, I've actually been searching for it. Royal Melbourne has now gone missing from the game. I'm sure you may or may not be aware about that. 14 to 16. This looks pretty straight. Green speed is 170. Oh, that took a little bit of a push, I think. But yeah, that course has now gone missing from the game. I went through it, manual search, different wording. Went into my favorite list, my courses played list, my friends courses, my friends played list. Cannot find it whatsoever, even though I know 100% I have played it. So it's a bit of an unfortunate thing that now there's a second course seems to have gone AWOL from the game, and as a few people are saying, the plot thickens. So we're gonna have to wait, I suppose, until we find out something from HB, until they give some sort of an official statement as to what exactly is going on. It could be, in the long run of things, could be something in the pipeline working for a new game. We just genuinely have no idea at the moment, and if it is, it could be a case that maybe these two particular courses, they've somehow struck up, maybe themselves and 2K have struck up some sort of a licensing agreement. And far-fetched, even though this would be an old game compared to the new game, if they were licensing the new game, it seems a bit strange to take them out of this one. But the way the world is today, with all these copyrights and fair use, all that sort of thing, it's so hard to tell. So we will just have to wait and see what happens a little bit further down the road. But I thought I'd continue on the series either way while we can with the RCRs. 130 to 140. I'm going to say that's playing about 135. 135 to 140. So we'll go with the pitching wedge again. Maybe a tiny touch of D-loft. That wind is very slightly angled. Looked like a decent swing. It's coming around a little bit left. I could have put it out a little bit more for the wind. A little bit long, so I think I might have actually hit a fast on the downswing there. And, oh, that's catching the slope. It's gone. It is off the green. So yeah, I thought I'd just mix it up a little bit. Just take off the shot feedback. Just add a little bit more uncertainty for myself with the shots as to how well I'm hitting the ball, and then just add in the follow cams, just so you're not stuck looking at only my golfer for 30 to 40 minutes. It's a decent swing. If it can sit there, that's not bad at all. So should be more than guaranteed scrambling away with birdie here, or par, I do beg pardon. So 1 under through 3 is not too bad. Again, wind is not too strong at the moment. It looks like it's only about 5-6 miles per hour, if even. I know sometimes it can be less, and the white in the circle is filling up in and around about that. But with first par 3 of the round anyway, 204, playing about 203. Again, I cannot see myself. The tee I'm on is off screen, but it's flipping it upside down. What have we got to the front? There's the pin there, 204. 196. Say to the front of the green, it's about 185, 186 or so. A lot of red lines there. I think I'll take a chance with them being firm and fast and do a 6-iron. We'll do a 6-iron into the green and hopefully you can get a good hop and a run. I kind of popped a little bit left off the club, so I may have pulled it, but it is trying to come back around with the wind. It's a little bit of a kick now. There's a good slope here. Is it going to come back down or is it going to settle on it? It's coming away in the hull, so I think we'll just speed this one up. Actually, no, it's settled reasonably okay. Leaving us with 35 to 40. So where's the edge of the grid? Oh, I can't actually zoom out, can I? Oh, I can. So yeah, we're about 40 feet. Or sorry, about 35 feet more so. Due to, I know that it's roughly about the 40-foot range is where the edge of the grid is. Let's see if we can't get a little sneaky look at the way the beads are going. Looks to be a little bit more aggressively left to right. So I think we'll just put it out a little bit to the left. Gonna add on 18, so that's on 20, 55, 53. So we'll just say about there, just aim to get this one close. Oh, that needed to go out a little bit more. But again, not too bad of a putt. Secure the par anyway. Here we go. So holding fairly steady at 1 under at the moment. As we move on to the 5th hole, which is par 5. Playing 621 yards, well 609 to the pin. So pin is apparently all the way off to the left there. Ah, well, we can see where we are on the tee at the moment now. So okay, I can just about now on the screen just right of centre see that fairway bunker. I presume it's that circular one. So if we aim pretty much right where we are. Definitely not going to get this one in 2. But if we can get reasonably close on that 3rd shot and pick up another birdie, I will be more than happy. So 303 yards off the tee. That's I thought I'd leave distance only on just so we can see the distances that we're getting off the tee. So we've got 311. Now this is a bit of a tricky one to do. I am gonna have to say roughly which bunker is that? That bunker I can see there in the distance looks like it's that large one there. So hopefully aiming about there should put me back in should keep me in the fairway with the 2-wood. Looks okay, just don't take a big kick right and I'm happy. Ooh, now is it going to sit up there? We're into the light rough, but I'm not going to worry about that. It's held up there. It's a bit of an awkward lie, but going by this, 80 to 85. Have we got a marker beside us? We'll say it's about 82, 83 with the wind. I think actually I'd be tempted to actually just leave this straight up. I want to do a tiny little touch of loft. Bit of a headwind. Oh, now that went a little bit straighter than I thought it would. But it's on the green in regulation. Looks like about 15 to 20 feet. Marker's at 17, it's just by the hole, so we'll say, it's saying 16 to 18, so I'll say 18. Now I'm going to try a little something here that I've been playing around with, that I've been noticing recently. If I put this out about halfway, give it a 2 count. Oh, just burned it. But yeah, hopefully I can get another example and at some point during the round, and I'll explain what I meant by that, by just putting it out about the halfway. It works, it seems to work the best in and around about the 10 to 15 foot range, but it just involves just having a look at the way that the beads are going anyway. So again, our pin is off to the left of us. Can't really see, I can see 2 bunkers there, so hopefully that is those 2 on the right side of the fairway. And that is going to be 267, so yeah, I need to aim pretty much about where we are, maybe just a little bit more left. It's a good swing. Thankfully I didn't go any more left. We could have been bunkered there, but it is nice and safe in the middle of the fairway. I have found as well that with playing, I've been doing this the odd time for a few rounds, playing with majority aids off and as well the shot feedback, and I've noticed I'm having to play a lot more perfect style tempo swings, rather than, obviously you know that I generally always tend to try and go for the fast downswing to squeeze those extra few yards out where I can. But just obviously with not being able to look down the fairway, need to be a little bit more careful. So I am going to hazard a guess, right, 100 to 110. We've got a 128 behind us, so I'll say we're more 100. Call it 99. So I think maybe a slight little touch of loft. A little bit of a headwind, but nothing too major. That looks like a good swing. It's holding fairly straight. Now that I get the distance right, this could be very good if it gets a good hop. Beautiful approach. That's got to be about 3-4 feet in. And also as well, having the follow cam on now as well, it's going to save a little bit time as well. Not excuse me, not loading up replays to look at a great shot that gets nice and close or even goes in. So I have a nice short par 3 here, but a 7th playing 120. It's a 131 yard, but playing 122 to the pin. Call it 121 with the elevation. Now a bit of wind there. Looks like it's picked up to about 6-7 mile per hour. So I'll say 114. It's gonna be a sand wedge. A little bit of D loft. And just put it out a little bit. Let the wind take it around. Looked okay, that swing. Did I give it enough D loft? I don't think I did. That's not too bad though, that's not too bad. That looks like it's crept its way inside 10 feet. It looks region about 6 to 8 feet. 7 feet, so I'm more than happy with the outcome there, but I could have given it I thought maybe I needed to give it a little bit more D-loft even. But yeah, okay, we'll have a little look here now. What I've been doing is looking at the pace of the beads. I'll do this as brief as I can, but as I did say, roughly it tends to average out best in the 10 to 15 foot range. Is literally, now this is probably going to go completely wrong, but just popping it about halfway. Just give it that little count, and in we go. I'll see if I can get another one in, as I say, in it more closer to the 10 to 15 range. It was only a little 7 footer, but it is going to take us to 3 under par for the round. So hole number 8, par 4, 488 yards, 450 to the pin, a stroke index of 2, so expecting a little bit of a challenge here. I can see a bunker just over that long grass, so I am going to assume it's that circular bunker just before the 319 marker. I can't see anything else actually with the long grass, so I could be wrong. We'll play pretty much straight over, and we've got a tailwind. Decent swing. There we go. There's a bit of a broadcast style for the broadcast style camera angle for a change instead of just the follow cam. But oh, we got a little bit longer in the heavy rough, so a little bit of trouble off the tee here on the 8th. But again, it is a stroke index 2, so I would expect it to not play as easy. 130 to 140 up 8 feet. I'm going to call, okay, we're pretty much bang on line with that 140. So we'll say 140, 143 with the elevation. So straight away I'm going to want 9 iron. I can't speak today. 9 iron, now 84%. Do I actually want to play an 8 iron lofted up? I think I do. Not too much loft. Maybe just about half. This will probably fly the green. I'll go a little bit long. If it even gets there. Oh, now that's gone left. Distance wasn't too bad, but just hopped left, so I think I pulled that one. Not too far off being OB as well. So, do I want to do a chip or do I want to do a flop? They're firm and fast. We'll go with a chip. Lob wedge chip shot should carry about 13, 14, or well, make it to 13, 14 yards. Oh, now can that turn? Kind of hopped a little bit left. although it doesn't really come into play as necessary as you'd need. It's not as necessary as you would need it with other shots. The my tempo lately on the chip shots is kind of bad. I have to get used to doing it. I know for a fact that was a slow down swing. So 9th hole, par 4, stroke index of 10, 404 yards. We aim pretty much here. It's playing 393 to the pin. Looks like a good tee shot. And just holding that left side, leaving us with 90 to 95 yards in. So if it's close to the 95, it's going to be playing 97 with the elevation. It's going to be a lob wedge. Do I or do I? I think actually I'll just play it straight up because we are in a bit of an upslope. Just put out a little bit right for the wind. It looks like a good swing. Now if I can sit down, oh, this is very nice. It was closer to the 95 by the looks of it. Made it to 90 yards. So let's try that again. I know it's only a 7-footer again, but we'll put it out maybe just to about here. Close enough to the half. Oh, it's just a little bit too firm. It was just a little bit of a slower break on that one. But as per usual anyway, when I'm not recording it works, but when I am recording it doesn't work. So 3 under through 9 anyway, as we move on to the 10th, par 4, stroke index of 15, and it's playing 333 yards to the pin. Pin is off to the right of us this time. Now I've got that 243 marker there. To me it looks like not the touchdown zone, but just a little bit ahead. There's a fairway bunker there, so I do need to be careful of that. I think what I'll try here though is actually aiming at the pin, and now I'll be cheeky and try a fast downswing. So that was definitely a fast anyway. It's really coming around, but it might have been a little bit too fast as we are in trouble in the heavy rough. So I'll consider it to be the lesser of two evils maybe, because it could have badly plugged in the bunker. But we have got 35 to 40. So it's not too bad of a lie. Question is, what flop shot do I want to do? I think we'll just go with the pitch and wedge. Hard to tell what way this is going to come out. Now pitch and wedge likes to run on the flop shot, and it is doing that, and it's ended up pretty good. Looks to be about 5-6 feet, so hopefully should be able to walk away with birdie here. At just 5 feet, this should be just the left edge. And we do secure the birdie, so take it to 4 under par. As we head on to the 11th, another par 3, 186 is playing 188 to the pin. We'll call it 187 due to the elevation. So straight away we're coming back down to at least a 6 iron, but I probably might... What have we got to work with? Plenty of room by the looks of it to work with on the green. For a run up, quite a bit of red lines. But I think 7 iron, bit of D-loft on it. Let's put it out there for the wind. It looked like a good clean swing. It's coming back nicely. Now if I can run up. Not as much of a run out as I was hoping it would get, but it's still on. I've still got a reasonable look at birdie, about 17-18 feet. Looks like it's breaking a little bit more right to left than it is left to right, so I'm balancing it out. Again, I can't talk. Balancing itself out a little bit, but I'll put it just outside right edge. So it does look a little bit more aggressive on the right to left. Now kind of turn back. And that's a great put in there for the birdie, which will take us to 5 under. 5 under it is indeed, as we move on to the 12th, which is a par 5, and it looks like it's going to be reachable. 578 yard, stroke index 11, and it's playing 577 to the pin. I was about to count in the elevation there, but sure, we're not doing an approach shot yet. And this is a very, very narrow fairway, so I'm going to have to be careful. You can see left fairway bunker there. Nice tiny little bunker. It's at 290, so roughly in and around about the landing area. Tilting my head sideways. Yeah, I think I definitely just want to aim it straight at the pin. Maybe a little left, let the wind bring it back. Oh, now that looks like I pushed it a little bit, but thankfully I did. It's coming back nicely. Just don't kick left into that bunker. And we're safely in the fairway down the left side. Looks like it's fairly level there as well. Wouldn't have minded the light rough. It looks like a fairly forgiving wide band of light rough around the edge of the fairway. So, but we have 260 to 280 in to the green. Decent bit of room. I think we'll take a chance. I mean, there's no water. The worst case scenario is a bit of rough or into a bunker. So weighing up that risk reward, we'll take on getting it there in 2. Ball again, as I say, does look fairly level. No lie grid, so I can't see. But let's see if we can get there in 2. Oh, it's going a little right. I think we could. That looks like it's definitely going to kick hard right. Hopefully onto the bunker. Oh, it is in the bunker. But again, worst case scenario is going to be the bunker anyway. We have no water in play here, so no need to worry. We can, and it is a par 5, so we can just take a little flop shot up. Fully loft that. Just about a half swing. Oh, no. Don't come back. And we are in a world of trouble. The course says, oh, there's no water, is there not? Well, I'm going to screw you up either way. I needed to be a little bit more aggressive on that one. So let's try it again. Otherwise, it looks like we're having a repeat performance of the part 1 of the gameplay comparison video in TGC 1. That's a little bit better. Now, if I can hold there, that's what I wanted to do the first time. So, unfortunately, just going to be a par here on this par 5. Well, I'm not going to count the chickens before they hatch, but it is a par. We did scramble the par anyway, thankfully. It should have been a birdie, but I was just a little bit too light on the flop shot there, on the first flop shot. Now, nothing really to work with here on this 13th hole. Stroke index of 1 as well. Playing 458 to the pin. Ooh, I think we're just aiming straight away where we are. You can see 315 just at the later part of that slight dog leg there. So let's just get it down there. Kind of came a little left off the tee. But that's nice and safe. Middle to right centre of the fairway. Nice good clear look at the green there. And we have 160 to 180. Down 22. So we've got a marker. We've got 159 just in front of us. So I'll say 170, maybe 175. So that's going to be a 7 iron. So if it's about 170 to 175, we'll call it 175. Excuse me. And with it being down 22, we'll take 7 off that, so that'll be what, 168. So that's going to be an 8 iron. And I think with that little bit of wind, tiny touch of deal, or a tiny touch of loft even. And the 8 iron likes to get a good hop and a bit of a roll on it. Looks like a good swing. Now is the wind going to take it left? It is. Is it going to get down quick enough? It's not. It's going to be long. And as I did say just a moment ago, the 8 iron does like to get a good hop and roll, especially on the firm and fast. Excuse me again. So I probably could have put about a half to 3/4 loft on that. But we have 30 to 35. Markers at 33. Looks to be playing a little bit more left to right in the later half of the putt. A little bit of right to left at the start. We'll put it out about that little half mark. And we'll just aim to get it close and walk away with par. So there's about a 3.5 count now. It's looking... Ooh, I didn't take the elevation in there. I just played it for the distance. I think it was up a little bit. Let's try that half out again. Oh, and we're picking up a bogey, a first bogey of the round. Unlucky there. So that is going to bring us back to 4 under. Unlucky they picked that one up there, but again, that was a bad decision with the approach shot. I knew that I was going to get a good hop and roll with that 8-iron. I should have put some more loft on that one. But here we are anyway, 14th hole, par 3, stroke index of 13. It's playing 144, call it 143 to the pin. So I think I want a pitching wedge for that one with a tiny touch of D-loft. Let's pop it out a little bit for the wind. Wind is not too strong. Should have had a look at the overhead, see where the pin is located, but should be on. Oh, and a nice little kick to the right, and that's worked out pretty well. That has worked out very well, actually. It looks like it's inside 10 feet. And it is at 7. Let's try it again. Let's try that little half out again. Give it pretty much a 1 count. Oh, it was a little bit too firm on it that time. A little bit too firm. It works best when you see those, when you see the green beads, or the beads on the grid lines, moving along, all in a perfect line together, all come along the exact same pace. It seems to work best with that. It can work, and it's a bit hit and miss when they're a little bit uneven, but usually when you get the weight right, the majority of the time it will drop. But as I did mention earlier, now that I'm recording, it doesn't want to work. Okay, 322 marker there. So I'm thinking pretty much in the landing zone is where those 2 bunkers are. So do I want to try and carry them? I'll tell you what, we'll go for it. We're going to pop the loft up on this full loft and go for a fast downswing. Now it is coming back around. Oh, it's tracking perfectly for the bunker, is it? Just about carried it, and it just hops off to the left. So I was looking out there, I thought it was going to kick back into the bunker, but got a little bit lucky there. A little bit lucky to kick out into the fairway, leaving us at 150 to 160, up 20 feet. So there's 134 in front of us. We'll say it's closer to the 150, call it 157 then. So that should be pretty much an 8-iron again, but with a decent bit of loft on it this time. Decent bit of loft. I'd say about half loft, maybe a little bit more. We are on a good upslope as well. Oh, now that went a little bit straighter than I thought it would, but it is coming around. How much of a hop and a roll is this going to get now? See, there you go, there's the difference. Now I know I was on a good upslope, but that good chunk of loft, about 3/4 loft on it there, really killed out the hop and roll there. Quite an aggressive even break for this putt. It looks like it'll play about 1.5 out. So again, we'll just aim to get this one close. I'm wondering, 1.5, will that be enough? Or would 2 lines be enough? It does calm down in the second half. We'll try 1.5. Let's give it that 2. I actually haven't even had a look at the green speed, but that looks like that was tracking very, very well. Just needed to be a little bit firmer on it. 170 is the green speed. So we take another par. We're holding steady, still under par anyway. That's the main thing. As we head on to the 16th hole, par 4. 422 yards, playing 429, and it is a stroke index of 7, and already I can see a lot of bunkers around here. 277, so we should... Oh, now that fairway is actually split. But we should, from what I can see, be able to carry. I just need to kind of try and identify which bunker is at that 230 or 277 marker. And I think it's the one that is center of the screen right now. It looks like I can see those 2 small little bunkers on the second fairway, just off in the distance behind it. So hopefully aiming straight over that bunker. Perfect, should be just nice. Looked like a good clean drive. Hopefully it can kick right and not left. Ooh, is it going to get out? Just about out into the fairway. So I was confident in carrying those bunkers, but I was just hoping that I got the aim right, but just about. That could have easily taken a kick left. But for the approach we have 110 to 120 in again, up 20 feet. 152 behind us. I want to say, I'll go in between, say 115. We'll call it 122 with the elevation. So that is going to be a gap wedge. Ball is quite a bit below the feet, so we'll just aim out for that. Little to no wind here now at the moment, so I'm going to play this straight up. Looked like a decent swing, but it's holding a little bit. It's not coming back around as much as I thought it would. And just came up a little bit short. Oh, now as it found a slope. Speed this up. It has found a slope and it is off the green. We could have been waiting a while for that, so thankfully, as I mentioned numerous times throughout the gameplay comparison series, we do now have the speed up function. But yeah, look, that big yellow slope there. But what is a chip shot going to get me? 95%. I might bump it up to the sand wedge, just to make sure we do clear that slope. And that looks to be about 4 or 5 feet now. Should be pretty much just left edge. Straightforward enough, and in for another par. So 2 holes to play. Can we get another birdie or 2? We have got a par 5 for the 17th, and it's 531. Playing 511, so more than reachable in 2. Stroke index of 17, so very, very good luck or chance to get an eagle here. Play it a little bit right, maybe just aim a little bit more left. Looks okay, and yeah, that is perfect. Right down the middle. Now if we can, excuse me again, if we can hit a good approach shot in here, as I did mention, a very good look at eagle. 200 to 220, up 4 feet. And for some reason it has me aimed off well to there, well to the right. So what we say, 200 to 220. So we'll stick it on the 4-iron for now. What have we got to work with? Not really much. We'll say it's 210, call it 211 with the elevation, so we'll play the 4-iron. Ball is above the feet, a little bit of left to right. I'm going to hope that the wind will cancel the pull left from the ball lie. It is a little bit more than I thought it would. Not sure, I might have pushed it. But, excuse me, I do apologise. That is a great shot into this green. On and 2, and what have we got? 3 feet for an eagle. So it's only 3 feet, but let's concentrate and get that in. So that takes us to 6 under. Can we get another birdie to finish off the round? I do apologise, a bit of a tickle in the back of my throat at the moment, it's driving me crazy. So anyway, 18th hole, finish off par 4, stroke index of 5, and it's 425 yards. Playing 422 to the pin. Wind is a little bit in the favour, a little bit of a tailwind. 294 to the end of the fairway, so we're not going to be playing driver. And I think I can just about see that fairway bunker off in the distance there. Should be just pretty much centre your screen right now. So I'll aim about there. Looked like a good drive. And it is, and that's even still almost running out of fairway there. If the tailwind was a little bit stronger, I might have even ducked down to the 5 wood. But we've got 140 to 150 in, down 27 feet. 130 marker in front of us, so I will go ahead and say we're at the 140. Taking 9 off that, call it 131. So that is a pitching wedge. And with that tailwind, say it's about 5 miles per hour, maybe the wind, what did I say, 131, so take about 4 off that, is going to be 117. Wait, hold on, no, wait, I'm working that out wrong. 140, take off the 9, 131, 127, sorry, I do apologise, 127, my god, we would have been coming up well short there. A little bit of de-loft on the gap wedge, just give it an extra yard or 2. Now that I'm taking my swing, I do notice that the wind has died off a little bit, but this looks pretty good. A little bit short, gonna get a good hop. And a little bit of a follow-up roll, so that's another great approach into this green. That looks to be only about 1, maybe even 2 feet. 2 feet tap in for the birdie. And that brings it to 7 under par. So pretty good round here. Very, very nice course. I genuinely don't believe I have actually played that course before. But first round. So I have not played that course before. More than happy with that result. Unfortunate to get that bogey there on the 13th, but this has been Royal Porthcawl on the Course Challenge Series, designed and recreated by Stowey. Again, I do hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to drop it a like. If you're only new to the channel or you haven't already and you do enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe or subscribe if you wish, as well as click that bell. I just cannot talk. But make sure to click that bell icon and keep yourself notified of all future uploads from myself. And as always, until the next one, take care, have yourself a good one, and bye for now.